Hey, welcome back, Spain, to your Caribou Data Science channel. It's time for your daily COVID-19 analysis. And of course, because it's Sunday, that means you get two first on reports. That's right, today, because it's Sunday, you get two reports for the price of one. In addition to the daily COVID-19 analysis, you also get the weekly COVID-19 vaccine rollout report. And also, before I get started, a couple of my usual favorites. Of course, first of all, uh, uh, click the subscribe button, click that like button, and most importantly, click on that share button. But in addition to that, I have two more favors to ask you. First of all, if you're interested in our programming or tabular data analytics of any type, by all means, uh, by all means, go ahead, click on that, click on the link. Click on, I'll be doing a live Twitch stream every night at 8 p.m. for which is mainly focuses on data analytics and R programming, but a few other things thrown in just to spice up the mixture a little bit. And of course, also down there, uh, you'll see my link to Twitter. Who wants to be the first? Who wants to be my first Twitter follower? Who knows? Maybe it's one of you young folks from Spain. Okay, I will mention again here that Spain has. I've had five views Friday since Friday. Four of those views is for younger folks, and what's interesting about this is I would say overall the younger folks, uh, the younger folks, the younger folks are more faithful in following the Caribou Data Science channel than some of the older folks are. Let's do. This is something I've been putting off for long. I want to start tracking. Uh, let's start. Let's put this in the DB field. Let's call it. Okay. And let's just start. Let's see. This is going to be date. Okay. Let's see how this works here. What if this will work? You know what let's do? So that's not bad. Let's get rid of this. What we want to know is, I didn't total up the US's? No, I didn't. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know it wasn't me. Okay, there. Oh, what we need to do is we need to put. Let's insert some cells. There we go. So let's just do a quick plot. You see, for the most part, total is, well, let's do this. Because what we want to know is, so as you can see here, the younger folks almost consistently, I want you younger folks to understand this, okay? You younger folks are really are the ones who's really leading this, really showing a lot of support for this channel, okay? And we're going to keep track of this. Now, of course, there's things we can do with this channel. There's things we can do with this also. We could, okay, there's some things we can do here. Let's move it back up here then. Let's move it up there, okay? So all we have to do is, now what other things can we look at here? We could look at a percent. Uh, we could look and see what percent. We could say, okay? So what this tells us is that 54% of the, no, that's not right, is it? Is it? No, we want to do a total. What percent? Uh, okay, come back over here, we say, Well, that's not right, is it? What percent of? So what this should tell us is, this should tell us the percent of the younger folks. So 64, so that's about right. This is a little less than half, so a little more than half. So 64.7% of the follows are for the 64% of the follows for the U.S. are under 18. Okay. For Sweden, 68%. So this is sort of interesting, I think, you know. So let's just do a percent and also, okay? Being the data analysts that we are, we always got to of course what we could do, we could come back up here and just and that's basically what you would do if you built a dashboard. You just have a really small there. So that's not too bad. If I add a number down to here, so the thing about this here, if we're really serious, we would have one row, right? One row for each country, for each age group, plus, okay? But we're not that serious. But this is still designed in a way very easily to do a pivot longer, to create a longer table later on. Can we do something like this? Where's transpose? Okay, sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back to you folks in and where were we here a moment ago? We were in Spain, right? I'll be back to you folks in Spain. I kind of got distracted here a little bit. Um, okay, so let's try this. So we're going to try to do a transpose. See exactly what happens here. It doesn't really do what we're looking for there. Okay. Okay. So as you can see here, we're up to Spain, right? So currently, you folks in Spain, 80% of the views in Spain, okay, 80% of views in Spain are coming from you younger folks under the age of 18, and that's great news, okay. But now let's just come back. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Again, you had a total of 5 views, of course. 5 views total, Spain, 4 views from the younger folks, okay? I kind of lost my train of thought. So I'll just, you know the first part of it, right? Subscribe, like, I really appreciate likes, and share. Of course, I also mentioned one again. I'm sure I mentioned. If you look in the description, you go see two links. One is to my Twitch live stream, which is 8 p.m. Sunday to Friday. It's mainly devoted. It's almost devoted entirely to data analytics, including R programming, Tabula, and uh, and maybe some SQL. Also, but I'm also starting to work on a little WordPress. Okay. I'm thinking about maybe even. Uh, I'm thinking here, maybe even, you know, uh, register another domain name, something like maybe ourworld.org or all world our world, or maybe I call it the whole enchilada, uh, or maybe I'll use my primary one, just for nothing but our world and data. We'll see, and some tutorials and a little bit of access and mixed in for good measure. Okay. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Let's get on with your number, shall we, Spain? This is a small reminder that Spain doesn't record COVID-19 data on Saturday and Sunday. Instead, they add Saturday and Sunday numbers on the Monday numbers. Uh, let's take a the vaccine rollout. Again, you can see here in August, the United Nations International Monetary Fund, World Bank, World Health Organization, World Trade Organization called for international community to support so that every country would be vaccinated at least 20%. Now, here's the first question: Is this uh, how many of these what's the track record from the members of these organizations to contributing? Okay, I'm sorry, your citizens come first. Okay, for the Spanish government, the first and the highest priority has to be taking care of your people first. The idea that that you should be contributing COVID-19 vaccine to other countries when your own people when you're still battling COVID-19 doesn't make any sense. Okay, but anyway, total doses for Spain 70.08 million doses. And in terms of single dose, what is it? 37.7 million doses. And for complete treatment, whatever complete treatment is, it's 36.6 million doses. So let's take a look at percentages here. Currently, you have 80.6% of your population has received the first dose. And 84% of your population has been fully treated. So by gosh, I mean, you folks, let's see, that's a pretty doggone good vaccination record, by the way. 80%, there's not a lot of countries that I've seen who have over 80%. Now let's just take a look at the numbers themselves. But a couple of things we've got to keep in mind here. Um, first of all, okay, so first of all, what you have to do is, uh, I'm completely losing my train of thought. Give me 1 second to recompose myself here. Uh, so now, the first thing we look at is the the oh boy, okay, that's just so we can soldier on through this. Okay, currently Spain has uh, 4.9 million cases, 86,000 plus deaths. You can see your cases have already passed, despite a high vaccination rate, your cases are continuing to climb. And that's because the vaccine won't keep you from getting COVID-19. What it'll hopefully do, it'll reduce the chance of you dying from COVID-19 if you do get the disease. So it remains to be seen, when did most of these cases occur? Are they spread out over the last 9 months, or the first half of the year, second half of the year? It would be interesting at some point to do a quarterly number, okay? So anyway, you can see right now you may be 1/3 the way past the 2020 case numbers. Deaths. Here's the best news: your deaths are below last year's. Okay, and ultimately, deaths is what really matters. Okay, and there is a chance. Too soon to how big of a chance? There is a chance that your 2021 COVID-19 cases will not catch 2020. Okay, or your deaths, your 2021 deaths may not catch 2020 deaths. I mean, take a look at your numbers over here as a whole. You can see you had a big spike back here in January 25th and 93,822 cases for a single day. But you had a long declining pattern. Like many countries, you had a spike back up here, but your numbers almost immediately began to decline. So what you can see here, on October the 1st, you had 2,037 cases, with an average of 30,015 cases. What about deaths? Well, overall, your deaths since the first year has been down. And you can really see this in your numbers, okay? You spiked with back on February the 8th at 909 deaths for a single day. As of October the 1st, that number had fallen down to 48. Okay, and right now you're averaging 60 deaths per day. Now, of course, the question is, how many of these people over here were vaccinated? Okay, but again, the important thing is this nice declining pattern in cases. And of course, the question, how many of these people since the first year were vaccinated? And you can see why. You can see you actually have a bit of a climb. It looks as if deaths are beginning to decline right here. Okay, following a slight increase at the beginning of July. Now look at this. Look how low your cases still are. Your cases are the lowest number since July of 2020. September's cases are the lowest number of cases since July of 2020. What about deaths? Well, you had this long declining 5-month decline here, and while you had some September's cases were less than August cases, so September is still the lowest number of cases in 5 or 6 months. Okay, so it's all the way back over to here. So right now, Spain, your numbers are looking pretty good. Again, before I let you go, don't forget to click on the share button, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Also, if you're interested in data analytics of any type, be sure to stop by at 8 p.m. this evening. That's 8 p.m. New York time to Dave's Data Analytics channel on Twitch for the nightly Data Analytics live streamcast. Okay, and of course, also if you look in the description, you're going to see a link to my Twitter account. You have a chance today to be the first at something. You have the chance today to be the first person to follow me on Twitter. Okay, not a lot of content, but I'm still trying to decide what I'm really going to put up there. All right. So anyway, thanks so much for your time, Spain. We'll catch you tomorrow with an updated report.